Alright, it's currently Friday, day after Thanksgiving, so hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I am on my way to the gym right now to meet up with Eli, and we're going to train some hamstrings and call an audible when we get there. It might be shoulders, might be chest, back, abs, who knows. So hamstrings first, and then we'll figure out what else we're going to do. So I'm going to take my pre-workout, head to the gym. See you there.
Alright, some of you more observant viewers might have noticed a little bit of a change in quality in my video. That's because I'm using the new GoPro Hero 6 to film this beginning part. I switched back to my normal camera once I get into the workout, but you may also have noticed in the first clip that I don't sound normal. I have a really bad cold right now, so hopefully I can make it through this voiceover without sneezing or coughing or anything. I'm going to do my best, but today, like I said, I met up with my buddy Eli, who's been in the last couple of videos, and we did a hamstring workout and ended up doing hamstrings and biceps, so leg biceps and arm biceps, because if you're not familiar, the hamstring is actually called the biceps femoris, or the bicep of the femur, which is the leg bone, and then obviously the bicep of the arm is just the bicep. So started off with a warm-up, just did some basic stretches. I hold those for about 30 seconds, but I cut it up because obviously you don't want to just sit there and watch the full couple minutes of stretching. Then the first movement of the day was Smith machine stiff leg deadlifts, and this is isolating the hamstring. Now, we isolated even further by doing deadlifts with the dumbbells later on, but we started off with compound movements to get the muscles going, and we actually started off first with seated hamstring curls to get the blood in there and get everything nice and warmed up before moving on to a little bit heavier weight. These are new to me. I've normally done stiff leg deadlifts with a regular barbell. Never done it on the Smith machine before, and it's nice because it keeps you in line, keeps you in a nice range of motion. But I feel like I enjoy the barbell more, and also the dumbbell, which we do in the next couple of clips. So today was all about hamstrings, all about biceps, and the movements we did were seated leg curls, stiff leg deadlifts on the Smith machine, stiff leg deadlifts with dumbbells, and then this insane bicep tricep, which I had never done before. I believe Athlete X showed the workout first, and this was Eli's choice for the workout. He just wanted to give it a try, and it absolutely destroyed me. Biceps are one of my strongest body parts, and it was definitely difficult, but I recommend it if you want to give it a shot. That comes later in the video. So for these stiff leg deadlifts, you want to keep in mind that you're not working the glute. Obviously, you're going to be bending at the waist, so you're going to be stretching the glute. But if you focus the contraction into your hamstring as opposed to squeezing your glute to come up, you're going to get more hamstring isolation, which is obviously the key of doing this if you're trying to target the hamstrings. If you're trying to target the glutes, then that's different. But if you shoot your hips back, keep the tension in the hamstrings, and come up just by flexing the hamstrings, take the glutes out of it completely, you will see some pretty good results doing this exercise. Now, the plates are there because with the Smith machine, you can't go all the way down with the bar, and it just gives you a longer range of motion so that you can get a better stretch, and then in turn, a better contraction on the hamstring. So here is the first set of dumbbell stiff leg deadlifts, and I want to say before on the Smith machine stiff leg deadlifts, we were trying to stay with about 15 to 20 reps, and when it got heavy, between 8 to 12. With the dumbbells, until we started going pretty heavy, you didn't really feel it that much. You didn't get the fatigue, but you definitely could feel the tension in the muscle. So he started at 35, I think, then went to 45, and I think I started at 60, went to 70, and then I normally go pretty heavy on stiff leg deadlifts, especially when I'm doing dumbbells. I usually start at the hundreds and go up from there, and the last set we did was 105s. But as you see here, I'm actually standing at the end of the mat. That's so my toes can be elevated, because you can get a fuller contraction in the hamstring and a better stretch if your toes are elevated as opposed to being down. So just try and have your heel a little bit lower than your toes when you're doing hamstrings. and you'll get a better isolation there. So here's his set of 70s, and you'll see I had him put his toes on the end of the mat too, and something he hadn't done before. I've put my toes on weights, like the 2.5 or the 5 pounds, but since the mat was here, you don't have to have a huge elevation difference, just slightly, and you will feel the difference. So give that a try next time you're doing hamstrings. But here you can see he's just repping it out. 70 pounds really isn't that big of a deal. As he said, he's never gone that heavy with them, and I mean, he's a big dude, so you don't really need to go that heavy on hamstrings as long as you're getting the right isolation. But here you can see 105 pounds, not too bad. Hamstrings were pretty fried because we had already done seated leg curls, stiff leg deadlifts on the Smith machine, and now stiff leg on the dumbbells. It was probably a little overkill, but we just
don't
really
stand all the way up. Keep
isolation.
the tension on. Don't use your glutes.
Telling me how to improve, and I don't know everything. I'm always open to suggestions, so I appreciate that he chimes in every once in a while to add some tips. So 105's no problem. If you saw our chest workout, I explained how he has a bad lower back, so it's not because the weight is too heavy. He's just doing that to keep his back aligned a little bit better. And here I'll let him explain the new bicep monster set, as he calls it, which is absolutely insane. So
we're doing a little bicep monster set. So first movement is going to be laid back incline curls. You're going to make sure you get a full stretch at the bottom every rep. Do additional stretching by flexing your tricep, like so. And then what the movement's going to consist of is a 1 second concentric movement, like this. Squeeze, flex the bicep, and then slowly lower it at a 3 second pace. 1 second up, like this. And then 1, 2, 3, down. Squeeze the tricep, get an extra stretch. Then the second is going to be seated. Since you're pre-exhausted the bicep already, you're going to cheat a little bit up and then focus on a straight eccentric movement. 3 second down once again. And finally, the last part, standing body drags. Using as much bicep as you possibly can, as opposed to using the back. So, 1 second down, 1 second up. Let's get to it.
So first set of this exercise, we did 2 sets of this. It's absolutely killer. It destroys you. And this was the only movement we did for biceps. So we did 3 movements for hamstrings and then this for biceps. And with 30 pounds, normally we can curl 50, 55, 40, 45, no problem. But 30 pounds was heavy. I did my first set at 30 and I dropped to 25. But as you can see, it's all about the contraction on this exercise. We're doing an incline, and I keep moving around so you can see better angles, but we're doing an incline so that you keep your shoulders back and you can get that complete stretch of the bicep. That flex of the tricep at the end to extend the bicep fully. And right about now is when your arms start to burn, and then you realize you still have 22 reps left to do. So give this a shot, definitely, if you want to grow your arms. Don't go too heavy on the weight. I'll let these next couple of clips play raw because it was pretty intense and we were just talking through the set. So ending the video with a little physique update. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
slow down to negative.
How many is that?
I think that's 7, 8. 9. One more. Two.
It's too heavy.
It's gonna feel like it after the first 2 reps, but you can finish it. Just keep pushing. 4. Keep going, keep going. Cheat it up. There you go. Keep going. You're halfway there. 6. Let's go.
I don't want to cheat anymore.
You have to. It's all about the eccentric. You're 40% stronger on an eccentric than you are on a concentric. What is that, 8, 9?
8.
2 more, come on. Let's go. 1 more. Let's go. Yep. Don't curl, just pull. Pull back like you would with a row.
Just rowing?
Just row, but use your bicep to row. There you go. There you go. Come on.
I'll do my best.
Oh, we got muscle ups. Remember Eli?
Huh? Remember Eli? Did you ever meet Eli? He was with the company.
What's up, champ?
Come on.
Two. Come on. I don't know. Is it Alex?
Grips are too tight.
You should put them around your shoulders next time.
One flow restriction.
Yep.
Sorry, Rise.
They're gonna dump you. Do 2 extra. Just for that. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh.